Hi, this is Rally Emily, Viper, content, making a new video, an update and all that stuff. This is an update on my HRT and my Husky. My name is Rally Emily. Just recently started my hormone replacement therapy. I'm 5 days in. And I just wanted to give an update of how that was going and all that stuff. And I just recently came out as trans to my family and all that stuff, and to everyone. So now, I've got my resources. So, okay. Alright. So, start with the sad stuff, or do we start with the... I'm going to start with the happy stuff, because I'm kind of happy right now. So, I started my estrogen. I'm on 2 milligrams of estrase and 1 milligram of spirolactone. I gotta get to the doctor for some blood work like this week, like one weekend. On day 2, it seemed like I was noticing my butt was changing. It was getting a little bit more jelly-ish, I guess is the right word. It's like a little bit. It wasn't as firm. Before, my butt used to be really firm and all that stuff, but it's starting to be a little bit jelly, and it's starting to fill out my leg and all that stuff, and it's starting to fill my jeans a bit. And I started noticing that on day 2, and I thought, well, is this really happening, or is this just a placebo and all that stuff? And it sure feels like it's happening. I think it looks like it. I'm not sure really, but to me, honestly, it feels like my butt is much more jiggly. And I used to have to really work to do a fashion walk, but now it seems to happen naturally. I don't even really have to try to walk like a fashion model. It just kind of like, my hip kind of just goes, and it does that cute sway and all that stuff, or the very seductive sway. Upper jeans. Oh yeah, and my upper jeans right here, and this part here, it seemed like my hips started filling in a bit, and yeah, you can actually press it, so it's really, this seems like a definite change. I'm wearing Joe Fresh. I'm wearing Joe Fresh pants and all that stuff. They're super cute, right tight, with bell bottoms. They're my sneakers. Sneakers are just my slippers. They're my old sneakers. Alright, so 2 days. Oh, I don't have a measuring. I need a measuring kind of thing, like how when you size like women's clothes and all that stuff, like to get like the bust and the hips and all that stuff. I need to get like a measuring thing and all that stuff. I've been keeping my marijuana usage, which was already very small. Like I just have like a little pipe and I just have a little bit and all that stuff. But I've been minimizing that even more. I'm trying to only smoke later in the nighttime, and I don't know. Like, you wouldn't think it'd be good to mix it, but it seems like when I do smoke, like when I do like later on in the day, it seems to it kind of gives me a little bit of relaxing, and I actually feel more feminine when I'm smoking. It's really strange, but I just seem to notice that. I'm not sure if it actually... and I keep my little stash next to my medication, so that it makes me think, like, alright, don't smoke too much, and, you know, just, like, smoke a little bit. And this is kind of how I looked when I had that whole argument. Like, I was really cute. I was dolled up. I had, pink lipstick and all that stuff. I love this pink lipstick, by the way. It's really good. And it's really just it's like what is this? It is a Wet n Wild, like it's like a dollar store freaking, it's a dollar store lipstick, and don't mind, sorry about the nails. The nails are ugly, but it's a 527B fuchsia with blue pearl, and I'm gonna keep buying these because I love this lipstick. It works really well with a lot of different stuff. I also been using my CoverGirl True Naked Golden. I've been using that for a bit. I gotta get some more of that. It's a really nice one. Very basic stuff. My cousin gave me this LA Colors Graphics eyeliner, which I've been using to get underneath the eye and all that stuff. I can't get right in there yet. I'm still a little bit nervous with things near my eyes and all that stuff, but I'm better. Before I couldn't even do like underneath and all that stuff. So, and this here is my top part. I put that on the top part. That's the same G. And mascara volumizer, which is a 2-in-1, has a small brush, and then has a big brush. And these are natural eyelashes. Jeez. Light on. Yo! Light on, just so it brighten up the room a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Probably see a little bit better, maybe. I don't know if I should zoom in. Comment if I should zoom in on the face more when I'm talking. Yeah, so those are some favorites that I have. I just want to show you. And of course, this here is my favorite, like the purple. I don't have a washer and all that stuff. We were going to put a washer in on the day of the argument, but things happened. I've been staying with my black level. This is a black level that I bought as a medium, but I didn't know that I should have bought a small. And now I know to buy a small in the black level stuff. But I definitely like this the best. These are still fake at the moment, but I haven't noticed. Oops, I'm getting ahead of myself. Day 3, cleaned up the place and sang boy songs for Tigger on SingStar. Gran Turismo 6, which has music and a little bit of Ace Combat. I was starting to feel more feminine. Dancing really helps. When I was singing, I was dancing, so I was feeling more of the effects and all that stuff. And then January, Friday the 13th came, and this was day number 4 on my estrogen, and this is the day that I lost my husky. And she didn't eat. Well, I didn't lose her. We had to take her to the vet and put her down and all that stuff. Yeah. I had a little bit of spaghetti sauce left, and I tried to give her the spaghetti sauce, but she didn't want it because it's more of a supper thing, and I was trying to give it to her early in the morning, and she knew that that's not the time we eat spaghetti sauce and all that stuff. So she didn't eat it, so I ended up having to give the spaghetti sauce to the crows, because I couldn't eat it. I had a medication in it and all that stuff, and I kind of learned the taste of it, so I ended up giving it to the crows. My uncle G arrived, and my cousin M arrived, and they drove down, and Melissa came in the house for a little bit to use the bathroom and stuff, and I tried to show her all the stuff. I showed her my setup and all that stuff, how I got it all geared, and then I had 2 blankets. I had this blanket, and I had this little Habs blanket, and I brought them with me, and I also had the tricorder at the end of it, and all that stuff. And I'm going to post up a whole bunch of Tigger videos after I get this video up, after this one here is up, and then I'll post I'll put them all up and all that stuff. And because I got a lot of footage, and I stopped putting it because I put some up, and they got no views, but it's not really about the views. It's because this is a place where I can save it, and I can save me with my husky and all that stuff. Uncle G, he didn't come with us. He's kind of, I don't know why he didn't come with us, because he could have come with us very easily, because we had, I was laying in the back with the dog. I stayed in the back with my husky, and there was an empty front seat. He could have stayed there, no problem, but he decided not to come, which was strange. Yeah, I laid on the floor, blankets, wait a second, I'll be back. And of course I had a little... I'm sorry. So I brought this little puppy with me because it's very similar to Tigger. And it even still smells like her. Damn it, I got pink lipstick on her hair. Fuck. Oh well, let's record it. Oh it still smells like Tigger, and now she's got pink ears, but she didn't have pink ears before. So that there, I brought that little pup with me, and she cuddled with that. I also brought my my older gloves that have been through a lot of stuff, like been through the woods, so it has a lot of different smells on it. And I put that right in front of her, so she had the little puppy, and she had this glove there, right next to her nose. And I also had some evergreens. Oops. Yeah, I had some evergreens, because it's a foresty smell. It's a foresty smell, and it's a nice smell, and I actually what I had left, I wrapped her up with the rest of it and all that stuff. So anyway, there'll be a video later on where you'll see me like talking to Tigger before it happens and all that stuff. I didn't record it happening, and I only took pictures after it, so there's no video of like the body or anything. There's only like a still picture and all that stuff. So evergreens plus paste, Husky. I held her all the way up. She had her head here, like on my leg and all that stuff, and I was just holding her and just like patting her. She was really calm and all that stuff, and like it wasn't easy. I know she was suffering. Like you can see her in the video, she was struggling, but she had that desire. She kept on eating. She walked for 25 minutes, which will be another video that will go up later on. It'll probably take a little bit, but because I got a bunch of other videos that I want to put up first. But there's going to be a whole flood of Husky videos coming soon. The vet was late, which was good because it gave me time to just chill with Husky, and I just chilled with her, and we just chilled, and I just talked to her, and you'll see the video where I'm talking to her later on. And I'm glad you didn't show up. And then later on, all the other people got their stuff done ahead of us, and they left and all that stuff, and then it was our turn, and it was hard because you came up rather coldly, and like took the blanket off and just grabbed her by the back of the leg, and she didn't like that. She's not used to people grabbing her and stuff like that. So yeah, so that woke her up, because I wanted to have her sleeping. But then I calmed her down. Then he went back and he got the medicine all geared up for her. And meanwhile I was calming her down. And then we were just waiting for him to show up. And then he came out later on, and she was sleeping pretty calmly. And like that was another thing. That 25-minute walk, where she was walking for an hour before M and G showed up. So Cousin M and Uncle G showed up, and then then she, which was good because she was walking and all that stuff. So she got her final walk-in, which was a promise I made to her a long time ago. I said, you'll be walking on your final day and all that stuff, and I'm sure of it and all that stuff, because she enjoyed the walk so much. I really wanted to do that. And then so she was tired, and that's what I was getting at there. She was tired, and it made her sleepy, so she fell asleep pretty much the whole way up, except for the bumpy parts. The bumpy parts in the van was kind of noisy, so she didn't sleep that much on the way up. But once we got there, she got real rested, and I just, comforted her in the back seat and all that stuff. She must have known that things was up, because she's not usually in the back of a van. She doesn't usually have to go traveling anywhere. I had given her a heads up that she would feel a little pinch and all that stuff on the way out. And like I said, it's going to be like a little pinch and all that stuff. And then there won't be much time after that. And she felt the pinch, and then she's like, oh no. She kind of like, it seemed like she was kind of mad at me a little bit. She kind of looked away, and I tried to say it's alright and all that stuff, but You're killing your own animal. It's really rough. It's not fun. Her circulation was a little bit low, so it took a bit for it to get through all of her system and all that stuff. It hit her heart, and when it hit her heart, really, that's when she winced. Like there was a pain there, and then you know, I put my hands on her and just like calmed her down. Eventually, she just chilled out, and then she started like, you know, her nerves stopped. She stopped moving. Then she started getting cold, and me and Em were just crying, and we're crying, and I laid my head on her, and I hugged her, and I didn't want to let her go. I stayed there for a long time, and the doctor just went away. It's like, said, whenever you're ready, just put her in the back of the truck and all that stuff. So I stayed with her until she got really cold, and she was still warm on the bottom, like the part that was like on the ground and all that stuff, but her feet were cold, her hands were cold. Oh, my nails are really... So sorry about the nails. I didn't bother painting them for them. I just got the makeup and all that stuff, and not like I'm going anywhere. But she got real cold. I put her in the vet's truck, off the back of the truck there, and I took a couple pictures of her. I tried to get her in a plastic bag and all that stuff, but in hindsight, I'm kind of glad that I wasn't able to. Like, the dead weight was a little bit awkward, and Melissa's in Emma's in a wheelchair, and she had a hard time holding the bag open. So if I had one other person, like if G would have came up, we might have been able to get her in a plastic bag. But in hindsight, I'm glad that we didn't, because it allowed the air to, you know, still get to her and all that stuff, instead of like, you know, putting her in the thing and like stealing it. Yeah. Oh yeah, and it was harder too because I was crying, so it made it harder to put her into the vehicle and stuff, because like, it was tricky, and like you're trying to be gentle, and like she was moving, and it was really hard to move her and stuff. But anyway, I gave her a little thing, like saying that she's going to the 4th dimension, saying that we're in the 3rd dimension, and that she's on a higher plane, and she might be able to see me, but I can't see her, and all that stuff. And yeah, it's just, and that she can finally run and jump on rocks, and she'll have her speed back, and you know, all her youth things back, and she'll be, you know, really fun little character and all that stuff. And because she lost a lot of speed, she couldn't move, she was really slow. You'll see in that 25-minute video where she's like standing there and she's trying to walk, but she's afraid to take a step because she doesn't know if there's something there, if she's going to fall or what. Yeah. So, and another thing, like the native kind of mythology with the crow. There was a crow salute here in where I'm living, and there was like, you know, 20 crows flew overhead, and they like kind of saluted her. They kind of knew what was up. They knew something was up, because they didn't see the band there that much, so they knew it was going down and stuff. So I still got the pup that has her smell, and I got these blankets and stuff like that. So I got that, but it's really hard to believe that, you know, I won't be able to hold her anymore. I won't be able to pat her. I won't be able to cook her food and like take her for walks and stuff. Yeah. Anyway, and then I talked to Melissa, asked her about the transition and stuff, about like how it'd be nice if she would make the attempt to correct her if she does misgender me, or like call me like Rebecca and all that stuff. And I got rally for the YouTube thing, but I'm Rebecca for like people that know me and stuff. I don't know if I can change the name again. They don't want you changing your name too much on YouTube, but maybe I'll change it at some point. Because I really like Rebecca. Rebecca's a lovely name, and it fits so perfectly. It's that Riley Emily. It's like the same name twice. It's using my old initials and stuff. It just works pretty good. And like, and when then she came here, and I had to get kind of angry for them just to come out and stay for 15 minutes. Like, they didn't stay with me. They left right away. And just to show them her little cubby hole, where I had her like with the Christmas lights and the evergreens, her little cushion and stuff like that. So, yeah. But I showed her that. They got a kick of it. And then when she was leaving, Melissa actually called me Rebecca, which was nice. And well, actually, no, she made a mistake, and then she corrected herself, and which was good. And I was just like, I just gave her a thumbs up, and like, that's good. Like, it's a start, you know. Like, she was the second person I told, and like, her constantly doing that was, you know, it wasn't nice. It was kind of productive. So, of course, so now I'm all by myself. So I started playing the games that I couldn't play before. I played Ace Combat Infinity, had it really loud. Oh, one second, I'm still recording because I don't want to waste time. Alright, yeah. I had it really loud, so like the sonic booms and like the explosions, and like she wouldn't like that. Like, she didn't like anything like shooting or anything like that, so I had to stop all my shooting games. I stopped playing Tekken. I did play Tekken that night. Well, that's another thing. And that, it reminded me how Panda and Kuma are very similar to my cousin M's two dogs. Even though they're different kind of animals, they're very similar in the fact that one was brown and the other one was black and white. And the black and white one was female, and the brown one was male, and the male one had the crush on the female, and the female didn't care. And it's just like the Panda Kuma series, which is in Tekken, and now they're going to be in Tekken 7, which is good to have the animals in there. So I was watching the endings the night before, and I was just like, oh my god, this Panda, and like, it really hit me how and I watched all the Panda endings and all that stuff. I'll make a video on that later too, or at least I hope I will. Oh, and she's gonna be, oh, and then Melissa called when I was doing these combat thing. I was playing online co-op missions, so I had to stop. I finished the mission I was on, and I played Payday 2, and I went on range time. I went with my M4 or AR-15. I used the military terminology. MP5, folding stock, like the one I have, so because I got familiar with actually holding it. So it's like I really wanted to practice with those ones. And I spent a lot of time in there, and we were talking. And then afterwards, I played some Magic, Red Deck, charged a lot of fire because she's going to be cremated. I was listening to Gran Turismo 6 until the morning, and Gran Turismo was really hard for me to listen to now because the music, it just makes me cry all the time. Because that's all I did. I had music for her, and like all the songs will remind me of her. So that was day 4. That was day 4. Now this is day 5. This isn't day 5. This is day 6. I'm on day 6 right now. Day 5, I couldn't listen to music. I cried a lot. It was a day of tears. I just cried. All I did was cry yesterday. I cried a lot on January 14th. And then after a while, it's just like Payday. I put on Payday 2, and it actually helped me a little bit. Like I did so much damage last night on Payday 2. Like I played online co-op missions, and like just about every mission I was finishing the top and all that stuff. It's like pretty cool. It's like transfer kicking everyone's ass and all that stuff. It's pretty cool. Like I'd have 100 kills and all that stuff. It was freaking pretty slick. I was using all kinds of different things: M4A1, M4 Commando, MP5K, RPK, TMP, P90, ZIG-226, all those things. There's good leadership skills. I leveled up. I'm Infamous 2, level 96 now. And now that I own that game, so I'll be putting all that stuff. And I helped a bunch of noobs that were just like zeros and brought them up to the 20s at least, and then they left and messed with your skills. And on that day, I don't really know if there was much HRT effects because I was crying so much, and I didn't really notice anything. But my hips are fuller, sway is more natural, bum is cuter, as you've probably seen. Starting to get like an hourglass figure. So, softer, cuter bum. And then today I woke up to snow, and of course, like Tigger probably would have made it 2 more days. Like it was initially, she was going to go on January 20th, but I panicked on one of the snow days. She had a really hard time, and she started growling when she was struggling and stuff, which is really strange for Terry because she doesn't growl. And so I was just worried that she's going to turn into old Yeller and stuff and start get all angry and stuff, but she didn't. She never did that. She didn't do that, even when we brought her up there. It was good. So I woke up to snow and cried, and I don't remember my dreams, so I have no idea if I dreamed about her. So this is only day 2 of Tigger's death. It's day 6 of my HRT. And I noticed my HRT effects on day 6 today, which is a kind of good day. I'd be such in the morning cry when I sing the snow. At least I know she's happy in her snow and all this stuff, and I didn't really even walk out in it, really. So I've been kind of able to relax and stuff, so I feel my breasts like are forming a little bit, and hips are fuller. Figure I'm still hairy all over. That is one part that's going to take some time, and I'm going to start with the silk and go again. And yeah, so all I got is I wish she was here to enjoy it and all that stuff. So I think this video has gone on long enough. And update again, and I'll try to upload this one as soon as possible so I can get all those other videos up, because there's a lot of videos I didn't put up yet, and so there's going to be a flood of videos. So yeah, and I got new subscribers, so thank you for subscribing. I'm far from an expert in transitioning. I am learning as I go. But if you have any comments and stuff, go ahead and ask and all that stuff, and I'll do my best to answer them. But I have a very limited knowledge. I've only begun my transition this year, and yeah, so yeah. But yeah, so I'm going to do I intend to sing some chick songs today, and do a lot of dancing, and just really try to enjoy myself as much as I can, because I know Tigger's got her snow, even though she's not here, and she could have been here. She could have been here. If I didn't call that day that I panicked. It was a winter day, and she was really struggling. Oh, but then it cleared up, and the snow was gone, and she was able to walk. She like I said, she walked for an hour that final day, so I felt bad. It's like she could have kept on going a little bit longer. Anyway, I'm gonna stop talking. See you later. Bye.